So, a lot of people don't understand why I don't get so excited when I hear about representation more in a field or something or a person is representing. And there's a couple reasons. And that one reason is if representation matters, doesn't good representation matter? And by that I mean I've seen they boasted for a while that the first autistic, and it might not be the first autistic, it was the first one that made a big deal out of it, and all the other people did not make big deals about it. That could have been it, was White House aide, and this is not a policy or anything position, so not really doing that much work, except for paperwork, was under the Trump administration, and I really hate the Trump administration. I don't think that's a good role model. Elon Musk said he was the first SNL host with it, which turned out to be totally wrong, and he didn't do any research, and at the very least he should have done research because it was super easy to find. And you don't make such a big statement without doing research, or you're flat out lying. So either way, do not like it. But good representation matters. You can't have people that are just going about harming people because it sets a bad role model. It also, when people then start associating that community in bad ways, or in ways that do not line up, and then you might not see yourself in it if you're part of that minority community, but you're not a harmful person that's uncaring. Then another one is that if it's not a good representation, it can often just be bread and circus. And by that I mean just to make it themselves look good so they can get away with stuff that is worse. So it's just like a bandits when on top, beneath it, there's so much more horrible things going on, and that they're really not accommodating. They're really not trying to help people. Another factor is maybe they just lucked out to be there. And maybe they lucked out. Maybe they had connections like Rudy Giuliani's cousin, and all these other things that just means that they had like rich parents or something, so not truly representative of the people. And you turn it into some weird success story. And when you turn it into some weird success story without looking at how lucky they are or something like that, you make it sound like it's an easy fix and that everyone can achieve this easily of that minority, which can hurt the minority struggle itself. But representation, I do admit, can be incredibly important because it can serve to inspire and stuff other people. But the role models should be good inspiration foremost. And foremost, we should look at the character of a person, not all these other conditions surrounding them. And then we should include more representation. Now, what's a bigger deal to me is how little people you do see overall. And if you see one or two people now in the field, that's not a big sign to me. If you see the field actually becoming a majority of a group of people, or of getting a fair representation out at every level, that's a lot bigger sign to me that something is going on. That's good. That's not celebrating a small victory, that's celebrating a big victory and big representation. Well, thank you very much for listening. Please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers in a year and 4,000 watch hours, which is really hard, but with your help, I think you can do it. Also, if you have any ideas for future videos, comments, or suggestions, please leave in the comment section below. Again, thank you very much. Goodbye.